Welcome back to another episode of Artist Spotlight. I'm your fellow art buddy Abby, and today this was actually a request. We are going to be talking about the artist Henri Matisse. From humble beginnings to revolutionary contributions to art, Matisse's journey is one of passion, resilience, and unparalleled artistic creativity. Now let's go back to where it all began. Henri Emile Benoit Matisse was born on the 31st of December 1869 in Les Cateaux Cabrices in the north of France. His father, Emile Matisse, was a grain merchant, whilst his mother, Anna Heloise Girard, was an amateur painter who also ran the family hardware shop. Interestingly enough, it was actually Anna, his mother, love for art and creativity in decorating porcelain that planted the seed of creativity in young Henri. However, Matisse didn't actually start out wanting to be an artist. After finishing school, he actually studied law in Paris and became a court administrator, but life always has other plans. At the age of 20, he suffered appendicitis, and during his recovery, his mother gave him a box of paints. That simple gift changed his life. He later stated that, "From that moment, I held that box of colours in my hands. I knew this was my life." In 1891, Matisse moved to Paris to study art, enrolling at the Académie Julian and later at the École des Beaux-Arts. Here he was influenced by the works of classical painters such as Nicolas Poussin and Jean-Baptiste Simon Chardin, but it was actually impressionists such as Monet that opened him to the possibility of colour and light. Now, a lot of Matisse's early works were very traditional and some would say subdued, but that all changed after meeting the Australian artist John Peter Russell in 1869. Russell introduced Matisse to the vibrant colour techniques of Vincent van Gogh and Paul Cézanne, setting him on a path that would redefine modern art. Now by 1905, Matisse had become a leader in one of the revolutionary art movements at the time called Fauvism. Alongside artists such as André Derain and Maurice de Vlaminck, Matisse began creating works with unnaturally bold colours, with very simplified forms and a lot of emotional intensity. One of his famous paintings, called The Woman with a Hat, caused an uproar at the 1905 Salon d'Automne in Paris. Critics were really shocked by his very daring colours, like green-blue in the subject's face, but it also caught the attention of Gertrude Stein, a very influential art collector at the time, and who also became one of Matisse's biggest supporters. This period was really marked as Matisse's first real success as an artist at the time. While Matisse's artistic life was thriving, his personal life wasn't without challenges. He married Emile Paré in 1898, and they had 3 children together. Emile supported his work and even helped him run an art school in the 1900s. But their relationship faced a lot of strain over time, and they separated after 41 years of marriage in 1939. Now, another major hurdle would come in 1941 when Matisse was diagnosed with cancer, and he underwent surgery that left him wheelchair-bound. You know, this might have ended most artists' careers, but not Matisse. Instead, he adapted and began to work on his famous paper cutouts, or also known as gouaches découpées, describing this period as his second life. Even in his later years, Matisse kept innovating. His paper cutouts, such as the Blue Nude and Icarus, were groundbreaking, combining simplicity with depth. Perhaps his most ambitious project during this time was the interior design of Chapelle du Rosaire in Venice, France. Completed in 1951, Matisse called it his masterpiece, saying it was the culmination of his life's work. Now, throughout his career, Matisse always emphasized joy and vitality in his artwork. He once said, "What I dream of is an art of balance, of purity and serenity." And his work reflects that vision, inviting viewers to see the world in an optimistic and joyous perspective. On the 3rd of November in 1954, Henri Matisse passed away at the age of 84 in Nice, France. His influence on modern art is still profound, inspiring generations of artists and art collectors alike. From Fauvism to his cutouts, Henri really pushed the boundaries of art at the time, proving that creativity has no limits, even in the face of personal struggles. Today, his pieces are hung in art galleries and museums all over the world. It's really a testament to his enduring genius. If you've ever seen one in person, you know that it leaves a very lasting impression. What I've learned from Matisse, and not just Matisse, but all the other artists that I have spoken about in this series, is that success rarely happens alone, especially if you're an artist. We need others to help us and inspire us to become better. Much like how Matisse had Gertrude Stein, Georgia O'Keeffe had her husband, and Yayoi Kusama had Georgia O'Keeffe, and Leonardo da Vinci had Andrea del Verrocchio. Artists need a community. There is so much more that we could talk about regarding Matisse's artistic journey. And let me know in the comments below if he has ever inspired you creatively. Also, just to let you know that this episode was a suggestion by you guys. So if there are any other artists that you would like us to explore together, add them to the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon for more stories about incredible artists who have shaped our artistic world. Stay amazing and stay creative. I'm Abby. I'll see you guys in the next episode.